Can we all please stand to acknowledge the national anthem of Lucia? Round of applause for the two participating teams. Before you, we have Swazel decked in the orange and blue, coming up against South Castries in the red and black. Let me remind you, it's all about the semi-professional football league for 2025. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
Where there's a battle of two teams just outside the relegation zone in the Premier League. Choiseul and South Castries, they both sit on 4 points, 1 point ahead of the relegation threatened Dennery and Soufre, who are on 3 points in 9th and 10th position. But Choiseul and South Castries about to finish off round number 6 here. So they'll be on an even 6 games with everybody else after this fixture. Of course, Elijah Williams in your company alongside the critic, Dennis in Glasgow.
Yeah, very interesting matchup between the two. I think both of them play in a similar fashion, you know. They have a never say die attitude, and they're going to run at you for the 90 minutes. I don't know if the travels for Swazel might be a little complicated for them. You know, it's a long trip to be so far away from home. Sometimes you lose that comfort. We see a searching pass, well intercepted by the right back. Short trip for South Castries, but in terms of intensity, they both have it. They both have interesting players as well. One of our players to keep an eye on is the number 9 for Swazel. Tall, lanky, fair-skinned chap, similar stature to Elijah Williams. And here we see an effort on goal, but the skipper blocking this one. There's another player that I like as well. He wears number 29 for Swazel. I think his last name is George Eli. George is his last name. Number 29.
Yeah, Terry George, number 29.
George, that's right, one of the player. Yeah, look at his trickery.
So let me get through the team lineups quickly. For Choiseul, Matthias Henry in goal, Karim Agdoma, Jesse Job, Perry Simeon, and Zidane Aubert make up the back four. Jean-Louis Davel Edward, and as you mentioned, the number 9, Daryl Francis in attacking midfield. And down the middle is Hanif Antoine, flanked by Terry George and Marve Rizme. Pretty much an unchanged lineup from the last fixture, just with the exception of Zidane Aubert coming in at right back. For South Castries, Bernard Antoine in goal as usual, 17-year-old Bernard Antoine. Chad Alfred, Nye Henry, the captain, Michael James and Derek Plummer make up the back four. Carlos Mondesi, Kaylan Harry and Christian Pierre, Triple K, make up the midfield. And Stephen Octave is down the middle and flanked by Kevin Joseph and Klein Morris. That's the lineups.
I'm going to give you an interesting matchup to look out for. Left back for South Castries is Julian Alfred's brother Chad. And he's going to be against the tricky number 29, George. And as I say so, there's George looking to take him to the cleaners, trying to pull this one across. Interception. Clearance there again. South Castries in a no-nonsense mood. It looks as if it's a fixture they have penned down on the calendar to say, you know what, we can get 3 points from Choiseul to move up the table a bit. And Choiseul would say, you know what, we can take 3 points as well from South Castries. So they both want 3 points. It's all about execution right now.
Well, they have a very similar record. 1-1, drawn 1 and lost 3. However, Choiseul notching 6 goals.
There is Dahl in the attack. Ball comes across the line! And he basically...
And if Antoine will want that one back, critic.
Yes. The problem with this one, Eli, the ball came upon him very quick. However, he chose to use the right foot. However, the right foot was the wrong foot. Because he actually held the ball on its way to go outside. Whereas if he had curled his body and used the left foot, he could have probably tucked it in the corner and it would be hard for the goalkeeper to save it. But again, they're youngsters, they're learning, they're trying to craft their trade. And these are little things that you could go back and watch online and see where you faltered. So in the effort of getting that again, you can make amends. Here's Darrell again, taking it his time. Darrell with his lanky frame, but he will go at you for 90 minutes. He will stretch you. He will take you to the cleaners. Whatever this team needs to get over the line tonight, Darren certainly will want to get into it.
I think he and Terry George, when they combine very well. Corner kick now, Terry George. Getting all set to take that one. You could hear him calling out for Francis, and ball gets across there, cleared out. Second corner here. It's like Marve Rizme is about to take that one. No, it's being summoned back. Klein Morris with that one in there. Hanif Antoine. Another corner, 3 consecutive corners. George again about to take this one. Rizme, strike from distance.
His teammates encouraging him to shoot.
Well, Chazelle very early on carving out a couple of early chances. None better than that spun by Hanif Antoine there. Basically was a tap-in. Might want that one back.
They're moving the ball very quickly. Yeah, like what I'm seeing so far from Swazell. Basically moving the ball very quickly, making it very difficult for South Castries to mark their opponents.
Risky there, but worked out.
I don't know if you realize, Eli, that this Swazell team has really improved. Look at how they handle the football. When we saw them earlier in the campaign, they were a bit all over the place, but now you could see that they have a focal base of what they're trying to do, who to look for, what instance to turn, loads of communication as well.
Yeah, they look way more organized now. I think you can sort of say the same about South Castries. South Castries had a tough going in the first few games of the season. I mean, newly promoted. I believe it is their first time up in the top flight. And they too have shown tremendous improvement over the time. So it's going to be an interesting fixture. I'm going to predict that we're going to see goals coming from errors made in the game. Because these are two very organized teams, very intense teams.
The speedster. Good recovery by the defender. Just allowing him to think that he had some time on it and just doubling up on pace and getting his ball out.
Yeah, Rizme is actually the left winger falling back to assist, which is always a good sign when you see players out of position that you can cover for them. But of course, he's full of experience. He's deputized in defense previously, one of those utility type players for Chazelle.
Goalkeeper choosing to go aerial with this one.
Can hear the moans and the groans from the stands.
Yeah, the crowd very much into it. Of course, she's trying to put some passes together, however, intercepted by Swazel. There's a searching pass. Not bad at all.
And there's Rizme again. Defending by Henry there.
Good turn by the youngster, foul on him. Ball going up. Possession to South Castries.
Antoine running the channel, getting on the ball there. Back to Rizme. Good skill there. Shot there, and Henry in the way.
Yeah, good effort on show there from Swazel. Better cross.
Nice little bit of trickery there by Francis using the outside of the boot, trying to get George into play, but
Too much on this one.
too much.
South Castries playing for each other, encouraging one another. A little too much intensity right there.
He was holding on to him for a fair bit there.
Mm-hmm.
A good call there by official Carson Stanislas. Very good goalkeeper, Bernard Antoine. Very young, but very assured. Good hands, good reflexes. Reads the game very well. Imagine he's going to grow an inch or two again, being only 17. So
One for the future.
correct.
Very brave youngster as well. He reads the game well. If you look at the technique, ball, he clearly behind the ball. And he didn't up to collect. Just kind of fend and collect, you know. So good technique.
Daryl Francis seems to be in the mood this evening. Second or third time he's got past his marker with ease. Using his pace, his strength. And a little bit of guile and trickery as well. Ball coming in by George. Good ball in. What's that called?
Keeper right underneath it. Again, read it well. Very good collect. But a little poor distribution.
I was expecting my trusty comrade to say milk for the cat.
No, it was. No. Let me see. Again, good possession here by Sozel. Snapshot by Darrell. Sozel still able to have possession in the half of South Castries. Oh, good football.
Good football. George settling for the corner there. I felt he could have
Yeah, I thought he would have. Yeah, you're
got
right.
onto that one, and as he was in a dangerous position, had enough time to put a ball in. Slight drizzle here at the Francis Babalastic ground. Francis with a header. You could actually hear him calling out for Francis and angling that ball into him. These guys have a magnetic, telepathic sort of communication.
Looks like a Roblo to Reunion connection, or Victoria to Lafargue connection. But there is a connection. So Zell is a very large community.
I would have probably have guessed industry because looks like a very industrious player, if you ask me.
Yeah, Eli, what do you know about industry?
I'm a St. Lucian critic.
All right, my brother. Good effort.
A light drizzle, a light mist coming down there just to slicken up the surface and make this game more interesting. And if Antoine is onto it, back to George, who is now operating off the left flank.
Good trickery there by the youngster. Of course, trying to get through the maze of legs and dribble through. Got fouled.
A dangerous position. Maybe may wanted it more at an angle. It's a little bit straight, but still in a dangerous position. Enough space to get it up and over a wall and onto the frame.
Yeah, if you have a good left footer, it could be some issues for the goalkeeper.
By the looks of it, looks like it might be Your guy critic, Terry George.
Yeah. Don't underestimate him. Tough, tough. He opted to use the daisy, but he was offline. He'll get his chance again.
Officials. Something is up there. Okay. It's like the invisible spray. You've had an issue with that? Pass there by Henry and characteristic. What I've been impressed with Choiseul is the retention of the ball in and around the penalty area. They've not looked like they're rushing to, try to do things in the final third. They've been able to just calmly keep the ball ticking over right in those dangerous areas and pick out times where they can probably try to make a telling pass critic.
Yeah, it shows again that it's something that they've been practicing, because that comes with a lot of practice, a lot of patience, and it also gives you an opportunity to see that despite one pass may be clear, but you have two more options, and that's where the patience comes in. The movement, the triangle. Of course, Eli, you played basketball, you know of the triangle by the Chicago Bulls. So similar fashion for the final third of attack for Choiseul. They wait on the movement, thereby creating options, and then tell off or make the better choice of pass. Tex Winter, I think, is the one who employed the triangle.
Very knowledgeable.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And there's Francis again. He's a thoroughbred.
Now you're keeping a very cool head.
Very crafty.
I think that whistle may have blown a little too soon. But the defender getting the benefit of the doubt. But again, it's showing the intent by the Choiseul number 9, looking to run at the defense of South Castries.
I thought he would have just poked it past Henry there and used his pace.
But Henry did good. Henry basically didn't go for anything.
Cut off the angle.
Yeah, just stay with him. Just stay with him.
Well, if all of the good play that Choiseul have had, they need to make it count, because this South Castries team is a team that could come alive at any time. They have the likes of Rashad Eugene on the bench, who's the regular striker. I believe he suffered an injury and he's back in the fold. So they do have some options.
Yeah. The day this South Castries team gets a finisher up top, somebody with a little more presence, they will be very difficult. Or probably very, very difficult to beat, because they have a goal scorer up top. But as of now, they're relying on midfielders to chip in with goals.
Not enough mustard on that.
No mustard at all. Clearly, that's milk for the cat. Carnation milk, that is. Darrell goes down. Needs some attention. Randy always gets a little knock because of the intensity he plays at, but he'll be back. He's a strong guy, man. He's from Sozel. Sozel is potatoes, you know. Sweet potatoes, right? And plums and that kind of stuff. Strong people down there, man. He'll be back shortly.
George with some trickery there and getting that ball in there. Of Castro is defending well.
Bit of a hash. Oh. A little rush of blood on the tackle. South Coast Shooters were on the hunt, but they were beaten by the defenders to it. Player going down for South Castries. Immediately, the medic or the physio is called on. Very quiet here at the FBLG.
Some slipping and sliding there. Half hour into the fixture. I would say so far that Choiseul has a little bit of an edge. Have created the better opportunities. Big goal scoring opportunity coming very early on for Hanif Antoine. He could not convert. But South Castries are growing into the game themselves. And as I said, they're a team that at any point in time they can come alive and hurt you if you're not switched on.
A bit of a wild shot there towards the end. Shot was definitely not on.
Offside flag up there.
Possession to South Castries. To Sozel, that is. Is orange the official color for Sozel, Eli?
I have no idea.
I see the
Do the
cricketers playing orange.
constituents
I think the cricket team plays in orange as well.
Yes, you're correct. But I was just wondering if the constituencies have colors or if.
Yeah, man. There are some teams that are synonymous with the color.
Correct. Yeah, that's
Central
true.
Cash
That's
usually
true.
give it
Yeah.
a blue and white. Yeah, yeah. Some teams have their colors, you know. Or communities, rather. Community teams. They're all fighting. Goal kick to South Castries.
Maybe that's the color of the clay down there that they make the pottery out of.
Could be, could be. Because when clay gets wet, it's orange.
It's a fantastic tackle there. Francis may have hurt himself there.
With a tough tackle, I can tell you. It was a tough tackle which was warranted.
I think it was a good tackle as well. They just got a block in there.
Timely block as well. Strange enough, the physio just has a little plastic bag with some ice. Drop ball, almost in the middle of the park. Instructions from the goalkeeper to set up his defense. Long throw. It'll be a corner awarded to Swazel for the efforts. George going across. He has whipped in a few. Yet to find that perfect spot that somebody could make contact.
Let me just take an opportunity to shout out Miss Makiba Al-Sid. If you guys are not aware, she's been inducted into the Arkansas Razorbacks Hall of Honor. The class of 2025, of course, a huge honor for her. Al-Sid, I believe, is still the national record holder in the pentathlon, if my memory serves me correctly. So, of course, big congratulations going out to her, even after she's hung up her spikes, still getting recognized, critic.
Yeah, major honors, major honors. You said Arkansas, yeah? That's the Razorbacks?
Razorbacks.
Yeah, the Razorbacks.
Arkansas.
Job well done, Miss Alcide. Job well done. St. Lucia continues to soar.
Imagine her points total in 2013 is still the 9th highest all-time in NCAA history. From since 2013, critic.
Wow, that's 12 years ago.
So, goes to show impact she had on the Razorbacks program. Like you said, St. Lucians continue to soar.
St. Lucia time, Eli. Early hour time.
I believe she is part of the delegation going across to the World Championships in Tokyo. Of course, she's part of the executive of the St. Lucia Athletics Association.
That's next week, right?
Starts this weekend, actually.
Yeah.
Our very own Julian Alfred will be running on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we get here on Saturday evening, we'll probably be able to inform you that she's progressed to the
Finals.
semi-finals.
Then finals.
Yeah, and the semi-finals and finals would have happened before we get here on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. I hope it all goes well for her.
Hope it all goes well for us.
Yes,
As she
indeed.
goes, we go.
That's right. Yeah, our guy Doku just receiving a WhatsApp message there.
Think it's from Amarim.
Yeah. Despite this scoreline, Eli, this game hasn't really disappointed, you know, because we did speak of both teams would go at each other. They have been doing so. They have been doing so. We're just not able to find the back of the net just yet.
Yeah, there's been some good exchanges.
That's a big save, Eli. That right there shows the hallmark of this youngster. And that ball basically swerved, and had he just played a little no mind into the front
We would have found the back of the net,
yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes. It's a very, very big save. Follow that ball until.
Rizmade dispossessed there. And he does well to win it back.
Both teams, I can tell you, have intensity. And they have this kind of never say die attitude. You know, they want to get on at anything. Trying to use some magic, using the outside of his left foot to go across the goalkeeper. That would have been difficult. The defense for South Castries is having to clear under all circumstances. Poor pass back.
Very poor.
Just giving the ball away. The opponent. Yeah, you might hear them debating the call, but it's the manner of the tackle. So he did make contact with the ball, but the way he tackled would have been questionable. Referee didn't a foul.
Yeah, I'm neither here nor there on that one. If he had left it, I'd be fine. If he called it, I'm fine as well.
Either way.
Yeah.
It must be a refinery. Free kick coming in.
Into the 45th minute. Very intriguing first half, critic. Your takeaways?
I think Sozel would want to be a little disappointed, knowing that they got clearer chances to get on the score sheet. But again, it just brings the mindset of South Castries into play as well. They don't ever give up. Despite Sozel, having the better exchange in the final third, but I think the defense of South Castries team has done well. They haven't carved open Sozel at the back to say create some bold chances. So I think the team going into the half with the higher hope and anticipation, also good spirit, would be Sozel.
Well, 3 minutes of added time signaled by the fourth official. Marveries may just tricked into committing a foul right there. Picked up a booking. Ball lofted in there. And a shot in there. Well saved. That's how football is, critic. That could have easily have been 1 goal
Very
to nil to South Castries. Murad Antoine throwing it back into the thick of things. They're off again, and a good ball there by George. And very well done then. South Castries living dangerously there.
But again, I mentioned they're very resolute. So when you think you have them beaten, they're not. Because basically the defense were all over the place. However, the young number 18 made a telling save just behind the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper also made himself big in the exchange as well. So despite the wild 6s and 7s, they were able to still stay. Nothing going in the back, nothing coming into the net.
Good interplay by Francis and George. They're
They always
combining to make
yeah.
a good chance for Daryl Francis. Angles closed down very well by Bernard Antoine in goal. You mentioned earlier that he reads the game well, and he would have realized that staying on his line was not an option there. And is that a free kick?
Yeah, just outside the area.
Just outside the area. Second yellow card dished out in the last couple of minutes. Clumsy tackle there. But Stanislas would have deemed that He stopped an attacking opportunity and they shoot the yellow card.
See if South Castries can punish Choiseul.
It's going to be a real sucker punch if they can get one just at the half there. The 3 minutes just passed into the 4th minute of stoppage time right now.
That wall needs to be pushed back.
Oh, what an attempt there.
Good technique.
That's the halftime whistle going there. 0-0. South Castries versus Choiseul in this very interesting Premier League fixture. We'll be back in just a bit. Get an opportunity to get yourself a drink, refresh yourself, take a washroom break, and get back here with us in the next few minutes.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. POSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. POSL.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform lives. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go. This is what we love. This is what we love. Let's play. This is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
From the time I knock my knee, I think the eyesight go in.
But what's your knee have to do with your eyes?
Well, that's why I came for a checkup.
Côté Cox Optical, ou pas besoin d'appointement, avec examination yo toujours free. Docteur a bien indiqué un travail. Ou sa joindre lunettes à ce crédit. Avec si on est 4 discount NIC, ou kay joindre 50% discount plus. Changer. Frame pour lunettes ka commencer à $1.
Cox Optical, on jésus moi. Higher purchase là, on jésus nous moi.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop with confidence and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Plus, with Ready Finance, shop today and pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
My name is Roycelyn Terrence and I've been riding for 17 years. What I enjoy most about riding, the adrenaline rush that comes with it. One of the reasons I believe that bikers get into accidents, you get so caught up in enjoying riding that you don't remember it's not only you on the road. A couple years ago, I was in a bike accident, could have lost my life, but luckily for me, I had this helmet. This is what saved my life and this is why I'm here with you today to share this testimonial. I'm telling you to stay safe, be vigilant and wear your helmet.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy? Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Act now and you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. POSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. POSL.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibes. Leveraging football to transform lives. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go. Whoa, oh, oh, this is what we love. Whoa, oh, oh, this is what we love. Let's play. Whoa, oh, oh, this is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
From the time I knocked my knee, I think the eyesight go in.
But what's your knee have to do with your eyes?
Well, that's why I came for a checkup.
Côté Cots Optical, ou pas besoin d'appointment, avec examination yo toujours free. Docteur a bien indiqué un travail. Ou sa joindre lunettes à ce qu'on dit. Avec si on est 4 discount NIC, ou kay joindre 50% discount plus. Changer. Frame pour lunettes ka commencer à $1.
Cots Optical, bon jésus moi. Haya purchase là, on jeju nou mwen.
Back to live action at the Francis Babalastic grounds in Grosley. 0-0 still between South Castries and Choiseul. Of course, Elijah Williams back in your company alongside the critic, Tennyson Glasgow.
Always a pleasure to be here at the FBLG refurbished surface. Everything has been refurbished, you know, except the score. It is still 0-0 between the two. Something's got to give in the second half, I think. Clearly, as I say so. We see Choiseul clearing their lines. But Eli, I do think since we're going to be hitting the home stretch, that both teams are going to be going for the jugular. They're going to be going for it.
I think Choiseul tried in the first half. Didn't have that cutting edge when needed. South Castries may want to push more players forward now as they go in search for a go-ahead goal.
It's going to be a free kick awarded to South Castries.
Just a couple yards short of a corner. Good ball played in there, and it's a goal. South Castries on the score sheet. Early strike in the second half.
Giving you the Rashford celebration there. Must be a supporter of Manchester United. But again, defender could have played safe and put the ball out. He opted to dilly-dally in the corner until he gave away a free kick. The ball in itself, Eli, was placed in the first pole area. Goalkeeper basically standing no chance, and number 14 just crashed on it. And thereby now South Castries leading Choiseul 1-0.
Yeah, very good goal scored there. That's what you want. Put the ball in a dangerous area, and Stephen Octave, wouldn't say bundled it home, but like you said, crashed it home. And for all the good work done by Choiseul in the first half, they find themselves down 1-0. And this South Castries team is a team that when they score a goal, it gets their tails up, critic.
Yeah, they come alive. They really come alive. So throwing now to Choiseul. Good turn, youngster. Putting on the burners right now. Interesting shot there again by the goal scorer.
Good block there by the defender. Corner kick in favor of South Castries. The last time they got a ball in from that area resulted in a goal.
Yeah, the game has certainly come alive. Yeah, certainly South Castries are really good on their set plays. Having a lot of balls are there for the defense of Choiseul.
It's nothing extravagant, critic. Get the ball into a dangerous area with pace, with dip, with swerve, and give your players an opportunity to get on the end of it. Good save there.
South Castries are really enjoying themselves, you know. The skipper punching the air in anticipation, hoping to get past the custodian in goal. But good save by the keeper.
Excellent save by the custodian.
Yeah, very good save.
Choiseul, it was.
More pressure on Choiseul.
Just want to mention that's good officiating there by Carson Stanislas, having a quick chat with the players, letting them know that he's looking, he's seeing what's going on.
Sad to say my player George has not been in the game tonight. I think he has not matched the intensity of Chad. Chad is a no-nonsense defender for South Castries, so not allowing George any time and effort on the ball.
Well, funny enough you'd say that because the last 20 minutes of the first half he switched flanks and still didn't get any joy. More or less Daryl Francis sort of being a one-man show. Mavi Rizme has joined the party from time to time. Still, when you don't take chances, critic. And if Antoine will have in the back of his mind that open goal that he missed somewhat 10 odd minutes into the first half. Clash of heads there. Goal scorer Stephen Octave looks like he's got the worst of that one. I think the doctor has been summoned, Dr. Natasha Innocent.
Like the South Castries got the worst of it.
Yeah, I think I saw him clutching somewhere around his jaw area, not necessarily directly to the head, but looks like he's in some discomfort. Looks like there's some blood down from his ear area. Hopefully he'll be okay.
I also see the coach for Delon.
Mike.
Yeah.
Junior Philip, aka Mike. So in retrospect, may have been a cut to the head there for Octave. Respect when I saw him holding his cheek area, it was probably checking on some blood dripping there. Of course, he's actually 2 men light now. Strike dead! And again, Darrell Francis, the catalyst for Choiseul.
Very good strike. The ball coming across and wasting no time to put his size 13 onto it. But very good save by the goalkeeper as well. His angles well covered and ensuring that they couldn't get past him. Meantime, we want to have another player from South Castries who needs a little attention. The number 3, but it looks like he's okay. I think our footballers need a little more size. Those guys need to hit the gym. Yeah.
Very good information provided by
Say that again?
Tennyson Glasgow there. Very good information. I mean, he actually knows the size of the player's boots. Size 13.
That's based on the impact and the sound when he kicks the ball. That's based on the impact. Size 13. Of course, Eli, I did mention to you the intensity of the South Castries team. You could see George wanting no part of it. They continued in their tackle against Francis.
Yeah.
Intensity. Since South Castries has one fan in the stands, or maybe more, but there's one who's very loud. And from the first whistle, he has been at it saying, "Let's go South Castries."
As somebody from the area, how was the lighting of the new Cicero field assisted the South Castries team in terms of their preparation?
I actually played that same night. I played on the field that same night. Came out of retirement for a brief period. And as soon as the game was done, I was back into retirement. Well, I can tell you it's a good surface and one of the brightest lights on island currently.
Well, you know what retired means, right? You're tired over and over again.
Oh, yes. Countless. No qualms about that. Seems like they made a substitute, Eli. Our player may not come back on who got injured. And it seems like he has been replaced.
Still being attended to by Dr. Innocent. I could see under the tent there. Probably getting some butterfly stitches. Remember when you were younger, critic, you get a cut, butterfly stitch would be used to just close it up until you could get properly tended to the medical facility.
Yeah. Butterfly stitches. I wonder who comes up with those names.
Well, effectively, it's a plaster that you just twist around and it looks like a
butterfly. Yeah.
It's to hold the wound closed.
Yeah. It's a free kick now for Schwazel, the big defender. Tried to trick the defense of South Castries. They were up for it. Resulted now in a corner for Schwazel. Just as he was about to take the corner, he slipped.
Good for our blooper reel.
Yeah.
Good ball in though.
Not one of his best kicks.
Finds the man though. Unable to corral that one. Of course, Coach Van Benjamin will be marking out orders from the sideline, trying to maintain and build on that lead. I don't think he will be comfortable with a 1-goal advantage, seeing how dangerous that lead can be, can disappear in an instant.
Yeah, one of the most dangerous leads in the game, of course, 1-0. I've seen teams come back from 1-0.
Very well done. Ball just got away from him there. Ends up getting a corner kick out of it.
Yeah, he really tried, but I don't think he really had the ball under control. The ball may have just been a step ahead of him, thereby not able to shape his body into shooting properly.
Well, that's Claude Eliard. Came in for the goal scorer Stephen Octave, direct replacement, striker for striker.
Schwazel still hoping and praying that they can get on the score sheet. The play over top in this one. Goal kick. South Castries in charge. That goal may just decide the game.
Well, I was about to tell you, from the goal, we've seen South Castries now create the better chances after that goal being scored. So looks like they may just want to be trying to extend that lead, as I indicated. I don't think Coach Van Benjamin will be satisfied with just a 1-goal advantage. There's Yard again. Just saw something that you very rarely see in the modern game. One of the players for Schwazel got injured and he went to the sideline to get treated. Didn't go down on the pitch to allow for the medical attention to come on. So Choiseul are currently down to 10. Very often you'll see guys get injured and they'll come back into the field of play and then lay down.
Chad, always in something, you know. It's not the kick you wanted to do at all.
Finds a man again. It's a corner
I
out
see a
of
lot
it.
of young players when they hit the byline, that they want to wait for the perfect opportunity to cross the ball. Whereas if you put the cross in earlier, it throws off the line of defense. So many times they take an extra touch, and that's when the defense has already regrouped. Skipper wanting a better delivery of the corner, and on saying so, it's even worse.
Nifty there, nifty there, nifty then. Good tackle in the end by Choiseul. Maybe just one touch too many for the attacker. Yard putting himself about. Lanky frame. Choiseul having a little difficulty getting it out of Castries again. Finally looks like they've got it out of the danger zone.
Certainly trying to make something out of it. It's a throw into Choiseul.
Another opportunity for South Castries to get it on goal. Another heavy touch by the attacker. That looks like a second yellow card coming the way of Rizme. If it is caution, and he's off. Don't think he had a choice there. He got caught with his pants down by Yard, who has put himself about since coming on for the goal scorer Octave.
Remember, he was the one also who didn't play the ball out of touch.
Yeah.
And the free kick happened, and South Africa got on the score sheet. So clearly he's been going for an early shower and waiting for them by the bus. Meantime, it's 2 substitutions being done by Choiseul. Number 22 going out, and Darrell looks like Darrell is also going to make his way out. He's had a tough night as well.
Yeah, well, all to do then now for Choiseul down a man. They need to try to get themselves back into this game. Already as difficult as it was with The South Castries team been very resolute, particularly with the 1-goal advantage. And now they'll be definitely looking to increase on that. It's a poor free kick there.
Very poor. You up 1. You have a man advantage. You have a situation where you can work it, when you up to kick the ball outside.
Another yellow card coming there. Carson Stanislas has done pretty well. I've observed as an official he's been growing in stature. I could recall him having a pretty rough game in the early going of the season, and he's rebounded well from that. But he's controlled this game pretty well. Been consistent. That's what you want from an official, that level of consistency.
Consistency is the key.
Outside of the foot in. Yard just missing out on controlling that one. He's been a bright spark for South Castries, Claudel Yard, from since coming on.
Shots are coming from everywhere now.
Choiseul has really had no answer for Yard. The number 9 for South Castries has really put himself about, being a nuisance, got opportunities. If this game ends 1-0, Hanif Anton will have a sleepless night, critic. Another blatant pullback there. Looks like I was sure that would have been another booking. Did not play the ball at all. Just grab the player back.
Basically hacking him back. Yeah. A lot of stop start situations. Game has lost its fluidity to a certain extent. Free kick to South Castries. Doku, our production crew guy, has been on WhatsApp forever. Promises some updates. Colise Moula, il a Jikan Joko aujourd'hui.
A corner kick for South Castries. Double substitution for them as well.
Fresh legs.
Michele Lafosse in, Christian Pierre out. It looks like Rashad Eugene is coming on, so another striker coming into the fray for South Castries. Definitely now looking to extend on that 1-goal lead.
Yeah, it's as if like to say, whatever we have, we hold.
Antoine now trying to see if he can get Choiseul back in, but nothing doing there. Good defending. Despite we've only seen 1 goal, critic, this has been a very interesting and entertaining fixture.
Yeah, because of the fight of both teams, we know the positions on the table. They know 3 points are at stake. So again, it's a game with fine margins. Good finish. And of course, South Castries, should the score remain, they will be happy. But Choiseul will be disappointed, knowing fully well that you have to travel back some 2 hours, some odd 2 hours, and you come away with nothing. They did have their moments as well, but like the game says, you have to take your chances. You must take your chances in football.
What's also going to be very interesting, despite the fact that South Castries started out the season really shaky, if they come out here with a win, they will maintain the 7th position, critic, but they will only be 2 points off 4th place for South. So they'll be right back in the mix. That's called the curse of the commentator, folks. Start speaking about
goalkeeper for South Castries is clearly at fault.
Parried it the wrong way.
I don't know, Eli. I don't know, probably because of the proximity of where we are, where we're commentating. But it's to me, it seems to be the first time I've heard him so animated. Normally, I know he's a very disciplined young man in goal, and he tries his best to keep clean sheets. But he seemed to be involved in a lot tonight, a lot.
In terms of game?
Yes.
Okay.
He seems, before I see him more composed and highly concentrated on what he's doing, but tonight he seems to be involved in a lot of what was happening. So it might just be a lapse of concentration, having to cough up this one and the player making no mistake, but to get on to the end of it. Is it a case where he was overconfident?
He parried it in the wrong direction, and he should have parried it in the direction of his body was going, but he went the opposite direction. So body went one way, ball went the other, and Hanif Antoine is nothing coming out of that. But Choiseul showing their resiliency, critic, down to 10 men and able to get an equalizer.
Oh yes, that's a bonus. That's really a bonus.
And if the game not at 1 apiece, still anybody's game.
Again, he's rushing this one. He has a man extra. Why not get the team in place and then take that free kick? So Zell may think that they're still in it for a chance to leave it for late.
Still 10 odd minutes to go and stoppage time at the Francis Babalastic grounds in Groseley. Game with a lot of twists and turns. Choiseul getting clear-cut opportunity early on, not being able to convert at the better of the exchanges for most of the first half, and then as soon as the second half begins, South Castries get on the score sheet. Choiseul having a man sent off by Risby, second bookable offense. South Castries throws on an additional attacker in an attempt to extend their lead. They lost it for a goalkeeping error from Bernard Antoine. And we are here knotted up at 1 apiece with 9 minutes of regulation time and stoppage time to come.
Still a little time to muster a chance. Possession to Choiseul. Yeah, ball trying to come across, trying to organize a chance for Choiseul late.
What's been interesting and impressive about Choiseul, as we see Atherton Griffith there displaying his juggling skills, what has been impressive about Choiseul for me is that generally everything that they do revolves around Daryl Francis and young George. George has sort of been out of the game. Francis substituted. They're down to 10 men and still able to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, and matter of fact, the pressure is on South Castries right now. Not bad an effort.
Wanting to do a little too much there.
He keeps on trying. Not bad an effort.
Ball across. To make proper contact with that one if it's off foot to yard. Try to snap that one out of the air on the volley. See a winner here, critic?
I see it ending up being as a draw, you know. I don't think either team has enough gas in them. Although Choiseul is down to 10, I don't know. I just don't see the patience by South Castries. There you go, you see. I don't see the patience by them to break down that 10-man team. Everybody is now going to be trying to snap and trying to shoot, rather than, work their way in. But they do have the numerical superiority, but again, you have to find a way to make it work. Ball will be going up. You have to listen to the players, sometimes, you like things that they say.
'86 minute just coming to a close and about to enter the 87th minute. Still locked at 1 goal apiece.
So, of course, she's on the charge. Let's see the delivery.
Good ball in then. Is that Eugene? Rashad Eugene just coming on. Unable to get the direction from that headed opportunity to get South Castries back in front.
Player down on the far side for South Castries. Need some attention. But we see Swazel trying to make half chances, and trying to take it right in the jaw of South Castries. Often speak about the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat.
May say good evening to Miss Chanel Francis. Gonna be going across with our senior women's team to the Windward Islands tournament to be held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I think the team is scheduled to leave on the 12th, which is Friday. Of course, always has a keen interest in the Lucia football. Daughter, coincidentally, one of the goalkeepers on that team as well. So pleasant good evening, Chanel. Yard has been pretty good tonight, and he's getting another opportunity. And he could have played in his teammate there, opting to go for him by himself, but Michele Laforce.
Well,
he
had the confidence to take it on himself. What I thought he should have done was to carry into the box to get a better angle, but he chose to shoot from outside, make it a little more difficult. So either he could have crossed, passed on to his teammate, or carry further into the box and take a better strike.
Yeah,
but he opted to kick from outside.
I think if he squared that was a tap-in for Laforce. But as you said, he's brimming with confidence. I believe 3 additional minutes signaled by the fourth official. Will South Castries get another opportunity of that nature in those 3 minutes? Will Choiseul get an opportunity of that nature in the next 3 minutes?
And just like I mentioned, Eli, you see how hasty they are when it comes to finishing it in around the box. It's like, everybody just has a one-track mind. So, of course, Swiss need to compose themselves in the final third. They could be up 3 or 4 or 5, but that takes a lot of work of the coach. Finishing.
Well, 7th and 8th place in the league, and maybe that's why both teams have created some good opportunities tonight.
But unable to finish.
Unable to finish.
Yeah.
Rides the tackle well there.
Let's see the delivery.
Terry George, hands on hips there right now. He's spent. Number 29. Drop back into a full-back position, and Yard gets it again, and then George makes a timely tackle there. Known for his attacking prowess, but that time had to put in a good tackle there, because for sure Claudel Yard would have put that one in the back of the old net back this time.
Yeah, he's a hard worker, but he just hasn't had that right way for the ball to fall for him. He had some little chances, but it looks like a player, he really needs it to be full 100 within his area to have the perfect strike. He's worked hard, but it just hasn't fell for him. Yeah, that's our version of Patrick. You often hear me say of Dogo in production. There he is. That's my guy. That's my guy, man.
Oh my goodness, never a dull moment.
That's our version of Dogo.
Never a dull moment.
Well done, guys.
Semi-Pro Football League. Big up ES Productions, man. Anyway, it's 1 goal apiece. Stephen Octave scoring in the 47th minute. Christopher Montoute equalizing for Choiseul in the 78th. It's been a fantastic fixture. Both teams are taking a share of the spoils back to their respective camps. It's 1 goal apiece for Tennyson Glasgow. I'm Elijah Williams saying good night.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. POS. Bankers and Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home flex, a home equity line of credit. Home quest, for professionals building new dreams. And home switch, time to
She sounds.
As I said, you going up? You'll be ready? Yeah, man. Tomorrow, guys, tomorrow.
Mike Phillip, the head coach for the Choiseul team. Mike, I know not the result you want. You guys led the game comfortably. However, towards the end, you may have just lost your way to a certain extent. Your thoughts on the game overall?
Well, to be honest, we played but our chances did not take it. Always will come back to hunt any football game. And sadly to see that, they score first. That was the first opportunity to get the score. And you could see that our guys, normally sometimes when a goal score on us, they always drop the shoulders. And always tell them, have more fight. They did a couple of changes and then you get the equalizer. But not to my liking the way we played tonight. Yeah.
Not to your liking, but again, a vast improvement from what you guys started off. Because now I can see a semblance of what type of football Choiseul is playing. What had you guys to come back and play such good football for the tournament so far?
Well, as you can see, Choiseul is not known to be on the map as, like
football-wise.
Football-wise, like if you look at cricket, they will be better at, cricket. But you could see that the boys have talent, they have the potential, you understand, and they can play, you understand. I always tell them that they don't have one team that's better than them in the league, you understand. If they just do the simplest thing, pass, move, control. Football is just that. Football is control and pass, and move into space.
Of course, again, I know, like I said, disappointment not to get the 3 points, but what can you take away from this game going forward?
Well, I get a point. So
you came with nothing.
So, I come with nothing and I left with something. So, it's all good, fair, good. We did not get it free, but we get one that put us, like at least a point ahead of where we were. So that's a good achievement, but not what we wanted, but I can take that.
All right, Mike. Well, all the best getting back home. Thanks for your time.
No pressure, no problem, my brother. All right, yes. My brother, vamos lá. Yes.
I just do the opposite. Taking female and one female, I take 3 female and 1.
Back for Alfred, and for those who don't know, this is the brother to Julian Alfred. She's going to be running on Ken. So, Chad, I know you guys are a little disappointment. You guys led the game and were able, to see the guys come back and still got opportunities to take the lead. How do you feel after a game that went sort of like a jigsaw puzzle?
Well, to be honest, we are not happy because we wanted to win, but in the end, we couldn't take our chances. But we go again,
What I see about this team is that you guys always keep on fighting. No matter the scoreline, you guys always fight until the 90th minute. What have you guys playing in such a way?
To be honest, it's all down to our coach and the coaching staff because they always tell us we have to fight for each other on and off the field. We did that, but it wasn't forthcoming,
All right, so going forward, what do you think you guys can do when you get back to training so that you can at least get 3 points?
To be honest here, we have to go back to the drawing board, go back to training, and just work on taking our chances.
All right, Chad. Well, I wish you all the best. Stay injury-free. Wish your sister all the best as well. I guess we'll speak again.
Thank you. No problem.
All right, man. Cool. This brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. Of course, you just witnessed a good encounter, drawing 1-1 between South Castries and Choiseul. Until next time, Tennis in Glasgow saying good night.